Let me.
Y'all already know what time it is. I got the black V-neck on.
What is going on, y'all? Welcome to another King and Reese video. Let me tell you something. If you are not on Twitter today, I don't know why you're not. I don't know why you're not on Twitter. I'm literally trying to figure out how to do this video for me to wake up tomorrow and my YouTube account is still standing. But Black Twitter is going in. Black Twitter is going in. Oh my gosh. So you already know the news. The Queen has passed away. Queen Elizabeth II, the longest living monarch over Britain or whatever it is this week, girl. She reigned for what, 70 plus years. She died at 96 today on September 8th, 2022. Considering all the controversy and all the things that's been going on, especially with Meghan Markle and the colonialism of the British Empire over the last, like, what, centuries? Like, girl, I don't even know how you say it, but like, you know, how the British monarchy was participating in the slave trade and colonizing several, like, countries and stuff. Like, girl, black folks have kind of taken this moment as, like, well, some black, I'm not gonna say all black folks, there's some black folks who be like, oh my God, you know, death is a terrible thing, da da da. I've always been one of the folks that, you know, when you do wrong while you are alive, people can criticize you when you are dead. Like, that's just the nature of things. Like, the criticism does not stop after you pass away. Like, you don't get your stuff forgiven and all the other stuff. That's why I don't believe in certain things. That's why I don't consider myself religious. That's why I'm an atheist. I just don't, like, girl, you gonna get this work. And, you know, I think a lot of us, unfortunately, are conditioned to have sympathy for this older white lady who smiled and who had grace, and also, you know, Disney and everybody else making the monarchy look so beautiful with, oh, everybody can be a princess, a queen, a king, and all this other stuff. And it's just like, these folks have caused harm to black and brown folks around the world. Like, I'm reading an article back in, from who's The Guardian, back in 2010, the Queen requested a poverty grant to help heat her palaces, but was refused because government ministers feared it would cause a public relations backlash. It was reported today. Now, this was in February 24th, 2010. In an effort to cut the royal household's soaring electricity and gas bill, a senior aide wrote to the Department for Culture, Media and Sport in 2004 to ask if the Queen would be eligible for a handout from a 60 mil pounds or whatever it is energy saving fund. Like, there's so many articles, there's so much stuff. If you're one of those people who are like confused and trying to figure out why is everybody's, you know, quote unquote celebrating and why is everybody laughing at it, you need to be doing your research. You need to be figuring out, like, why. Like, don't come on and being mad at folks for laughing. Do your research. Like, this is the purpose of me doing this video. I'm not gonna, like, I don't have the infrastructure or the resources to do a whole series about the British monarchy, but I will tell you, there's a show on Netflix called, what is it called? Explained. It's one of my favorite shows on Netflix. One of my favorite shows, period, where they did an episode about the British monarchy, and they just explain. They do a couple of things talking about a lot of stuff, but the British monarchy is, you know, like, responsible for a lot of death, a lot of harm, a lot of, like, injustices across the world. And this woman was a participant in that. She was the head of state. Like, she was the one, like, benefiting from all of this. Like, this is not your Disney story of princesses and princes and stuff, you know, doing all these good things. This is not the diaries, the Princess Diaries. This is not that. Like, I know we've been conditioned, like, there's consuming the media, we think that these folks have not caused harm, but we have to also look at who's been producing and putting out this content. White people have been putting it out, and this is from their eyes. They don't see the injustices that have, you know, been occurred by the British monarchy. They're telling it from their perspective. They're not telling from ours. Like, we don't show the same, we don't share the same identities and stuff. We don't share the same experiences. So yes, the British government has been, you know, the British monarchy has been extremely harmful to black and brown folks. There's just so much information about it for those who are asking the questions and stuff. Now, I ain't gonna lie, I've been kicking the tweets have been rolling out, like, girl, especially from Jason Lee Jason Lee hasn't tweeted anything, but you know, Jason Lee a couple of months ago, 7 months ago, said that the queen, you know, she kicked the bucket, and come to find out that story was not accurate. It was somebody else who, you know, misinterpreted it and gave information to him, or whatever. So, girl, she's gone for real now, like, girl. And just watching these news reporters and stuff talk about it, it's so interesting, because you got like these, you know, there's a lot of these white news reporters reporting it and talking about it, and I don't feel like a lot of people are being realistic, and you know, and it's, well, let's be respectful. So Black Twitter is like, girl, well, Twitter is like, no, girl, we gonna get these jokes off. We gonna clown. And if folks don't think this is not going to stop. Like, we are entering a kind of a new age where younger folks is like, girl, this ain't giving. This is not giving. Like, they are out here able to put out the same, you know, the same critiques and the same participating in the same conversations with everybody else. Like, you go on Twitter, you see CNN, MSNBC, BBC doing all the stories about, you know, the Queen and stuff. You know, they rolling their coverage, and also black folks are out here doing it, brown folks are out here doing it, and other white folks are doing it too, some. And if you look on Twitter right now, like I'm looking at right now, Queen Elizabeth II is the #1 trending topic, and under #2, it is Black Twitter. Now, Twitter has been glitching, honestly, because I went and I tried to look at some of the tweets, and some of it was like not showing up, but they have been twittering. Like, this is peak Twitter. Like, this will go down. This is almost reminding me of the N-word Navy. Twitter is a real place. I want folks to know that. Like, these are folks who they really like. They're like, girl, no, I don't care. We are not out here. Even when I was watching CNN, there was this girl who was giving her account of how she felt about the British monarchy, and the reporter walked up to her and asked her, and it's like, what do you think? And she was like, yeah, it's sad that, you know, this woman died, because she, you know, she's somebody's like family member and all this other stuff, but also the British monarchy has been responsible for a lot of stuff. Like, sis was going in, and the reporter didn't know how to act or respond to it, because this is like a new concept for them. Like, these folks are older, they don't get it. Like folks don't get the hey. Like, even celebrities like Janae Aiko, she had tweeted and said, rest in peace, Queen, or something. Girl, they ate Janae up. Like, they ate her up. Now, Sierra posted too, but somebody said, girl, we don't expect much from Sierra, considering her husband took a picture with Jeff Bezos. Like, the girls have been going off, and I am here for it. I think it's a necessary conversation. Black folks have experienced so much harm by this institution and will continuously experience harm. Like, there was this man who tweeted and said, well, this is why y'all won't get reparations. They said, girl, we're not getting them no way, so we're going to get them in these shows. Like, this is how, like, a lot of us, like, girl, we have to laugh from crime, because our ancestors and the people who came before us have been through so much hell that we know it's a possibility that we will never get free. But the thing we're going to do is joke about it and laugh about it in solidarity. Like, this is some powerful stuff. Like, all black folks are joining in on, like, you might get a KEWN every once in a while, but a lot of black folks are like, they're either not tweeting it, they're not laughing at it directly, or they laughing and not saying it. Because look, I ain't trying to be that person, but some of us, like, we gotta be protective of our brands and stuff. I've been giggling, because, you know, I'm always going to be that person. Like, I'm just, like, it's the honesty and stuff. And I'm not trying to work with some of these brands anyway. Like, this is who I am. Like, I'm this person. Like, I'm going to critique the British monarchy. It's going to be, it is what it is. Like, girl, it's a thing. So I've been giggling. I ain't going to lie. I've been around here giggling. Because damn it, it's funny. But, yeah, girl, it's a lot. Like, it's a lot. Let me tell y'all something. This is not going to be the last time. There's a couple of more folks. Once they kick the bucket, girl, it is on. Like, child. And people will say, well, how do you feel if people critique you and say things about you once you're gone? Girl, I would be gone. Let me say this right now. I'm not going to care, girl. I will be dust. I will be dust. I will be somewhere scattered. I won't have the mind to be able, the consciousness to be able to be concerned about what people are saying about me after I'm dead and gone. So, girl, these folks are getting the jokes off. It is like, I had to do a separate video for this because I promise you I could not make it through a whole King of Reeds video talking about this. I would be cackling. Like, yeah, but girl, I don't know. This is some complicated stuff. Like, I wonder how a lot of folks are going to feel about it. I wonder what does this look like, because folks can try their best not to act like folks are not out here. Like, this is a lie. Yes, a lot of people did, love her, but there's a lot of folks who was not like, girl, no ma'am. Like, this is not grandmama making cookies for everybody. This is a person who's responsible for a lot of, a lot of harm across the globe. So, girl, get ready, get ready. The Lord's coming soon, and he'll be faster than this. You heard me now. Get ready. Oh, thank you, Lord.